Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. This is take 3.
Yeah, I'm still in the same position.
If you guys are new to our channel, we usually talk about a lot of things when it comes to personal finance. In today's video, we're going to talk about
Car lease?
car lease, fleece, car finance,
Yeah.
and anything that we learned so far when it comes to,
Yeah,
fleece.
leasing. So it's related to our previous video. We talk about we ordered a Tesla, and then joining this Facebook group, a lot of people saying you should get the car lease. You shouldn't
Pay in cash.
pay in
Why
cash.
would you want to buy
No, they
in
were saying
cash?
car lease first, and then they're saying another one called salary
sacrifice.
sacrifice from the car if your employer do so. And I was so confused. I don't understand what's that mean and all this term. And then saying about the parliament going to pass a bill, or maybe
Yep.
they're talking about that. If you do it, then which means there's this fringe benefit tax will be something I can't remember the whole lot, but then it's like question marks.
Lot of question mark, and it's like, how is this working? How is it that you're going to able to have the car but pay less, or some sort of saving in a way? But
So I totally don't get it. I try to watch a video. I still don't get it. I'm a number person. I have to calculate the number. So, okay, here you go.
so based on our research, this is based on our finding alone. So you did a few research last night.
Yeah, last night.
And I'm trying to understand it, because every time we buy a car, we buy in cash.
Yes.
We never did a salary sacrifice.
No.
We never done, I guess, any financing in any way possible.
Because I do not believe you financing
A vehicle.
a vehicle that depreciate in value.
Yeah.
Or now, even though maybe it appreciate in value, this crazy market. But I do not believe cars they
appreciate
value.
So
We don't finance it anyway. But I'm just curious why these people say if you're going to have a lease is cheaper than paying cash. So I found out this term called novated lease in, I think, not only in Australia but in the UK or somewhere around the world.
So essentially, they pay the vehicle.
Keeps shifting.
So the company pay the full price. What is on the price tag?
The lease company.
Yeah, the lease company pay them, pay the
Car
dealership.
Yeah.
And then after that, you pay the lease company
Yes.
before
Weekly.
tax.
Yes.
Before tax dollars to minimize your taxable income.
Which means eventually you're going to get less cash in hand after your pay-as-you-go salary,
So-
which means your taxable income is less.
Yeah.
Equivalent to you paying less tax to the government. We're not accounting, talk to your accountant for all these. I'm just looking for information, and that's what I get at.
This is what we gathered so far. So if you earn, let's say, $100,000,
Yep.
you have a novated lease, or like you buy a car that is $80,000. Somewhere in there in the calculation, instead of getting taxed at $100,000, but you have an expense of this amount, you're using the car as an expense.
Yes. So it equivalent. Well, I think it may work for pay as you go.
Yep.
If you are a salary like income earner.
Yep.
That may work, but I'll say you have to earn enough at a high tax bracket
Yep.
to make it more working for you, more tax
Saving.
saving for you.
Yeah. But for us, it's like,
Yeah, I'm
This
self-employed.
Yep.
And then whenever we use the car, I claim some of them as
Yep.
work related because it's work related. It is.
but yeah, it's, for us, like, to me, it still doesn't make any sense. Why would you buy something in terms to make saving somehow? There's a lot of, I guess, problem with that. What if you lose your job tomorrow?
Okay,
and
well,
you lease-
wait. We haven't. That's one crucial point. You
Yep.
can't just get leased by yourself. You have to get it with your employer. If your employer is not willing to do it, then you can't do it. Which means you have to contact your employer to see if they can do this deal or the lease with you. Then the employer contacts the lease company, then they do
they
all
can
this.
arrange all of this.
Which means they're going to put this car as like part of your package Maybe use your pre-tax salary to pay the lease of the car. And earlier we mentioned about the government, may pass a bill for this fringe benefit tax, which means anything related to the car payment. One is repayment, the fuel or electricity related to the car is electric car. So any electricity you use for that car, the insurance or any maintenance, you can claim it as the expenses, and then it all adds up before your take-home pay. So your expenses will be higher, your take-home pay will be less. So your taxable income is less, which means you pay less tax.
That's the concept that what we understand so far.
And we summarize is same as a mortgage because you can have negatively geared like payment.
Much,
exactly the same. We just
same.
realized it last time. Talk, and then you claim this and claim that, and then eventually that's what you pay. Same.
You're out of pocket for this amount. You're negatively gearing in a sense.
Just like a business. I think that's how they related.
That's it.
Yes.
You treat that as a business expense or so. But have a chat with your payroll, your company, if they do have Novotel lease in the deal. For some, it might be worth it.
Yes.
For some, it doesn't make any sense.
We have a friend that she did it.
Oh yeah.
With the company. I did not understand why would you. Still, I don't agree. Like leasing.
What would you want to buy? Why would you go in investment that's going to lose money?
It's not an investment. Why would you like to go?
That's what negatively gearing. It's like that doesn't make sense to us. It doesn't connect. And that we're in a business or when we buy a property, it has to be positively gearing, creating more cash flow for us. Versus the other way around, where why would you go in investment where it's going to cost you money? Negatively gearing, it's costing you money every week for this amount, whatever it is. For us, it's got to be providing us cash.
Yep.
So back to Novotel lease.
Novated. I don't know.
No, whatever it is, please.
I would say it's not working for us. I totally believe it's based on your situation. It doesn't work for us. I don't know, your employer would do it.
No,
can't be bothered.
Couldn't be bothered. We're just buying it in cash.
Yes.
If we can't buy it in cash, that means we can't afford
because
it.
We still believe in our principle. Like if you can't pay in cash, then don't buy it.
Yeah.
Like I'm checking it. I'm just wondering why you saying it's better to get a lease than buying cash. And then second is not working out for us. And it only work how I see it is you high income earner. Maybe over $100,000 minimum is your annual income, and then it may worth it maybe. And if you don't have the upfront money to pay for it, because I think now government is trying to push people
any
to
new
get
vehicle
more EV. In few years later, they're going to not going to have any new car that is internal combustion engine vehicle to be sold, the new one. So maybe the engine car will appreciate in value.
It'll be a rare product
investment.
So, I don't know when that would be, but apparently, we're about 10 years or something. So we'll see if that actually happened. But anyway, so far we did our numbers, let's say.
Yeah, some of them I still don't understand. They have a calculator. This website, they have this calculator and telling you if using the lease and versus ownership and versus traditional car loan. Apparently, if you're going to buy a Tesla Model 3,
as an example,
$67,000 is the upfront, like the cost you'll be. I only look at the lease and the fully ownership part because I will not consider a car loan.
Well, for us, that's in our reality. We just buy it in cash versus Novotel lease.
That's what
let's say a lease and ownership because we're not even considering getting a car loan.
Maybe we can't even get a car loan.
So the whole entire lot, let's assuming with the gross salary of $100,000 in this instance or 96,000.
So see, they put a higher income. Earlier I did calculation with lower income. Still saving apparently, but you won't save as much because you're in a lower tax bracket. You're paying less cash tax already.
Yeah.
Right.
So go on.
And then if So the salary is 96,000, and then the claimable lease and running costs pre-tax. That apparently $17,000. That's what they put.
Yep.
Then your taxable income will be $78,000.
So this is what it means by, like, you know what, you're earning 96, but apparently there's a claim that you can do for 17,000.
Yep.
So that makes it your new taxable income will be at 78.
Exactly like a business.
Yeah, so you've got an expense there for, you know,
Paying less tax.
correct.
Yeah.
So versus if you own it outright, which what we're going to be doing, and we're paying it 67,000 for the vehicle, for example. Let's assuming our income is at 96, but we don't have any claimable. So we're still getting a taxable income of 96,000. That's what I understand. So
That's
far.
correct.
Cool. The next one.
So which means your income tax payable, the tax component you have to pay if you're using the lease, novated lease, that will be 17,000 as opposed to, let's say, you
My
buy
one
it outright,
will be, in cash,
23,000.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you already saving, let's say, $6,000 in a year.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay, so far. And then after that, that means my net income as a whole, let's say 78,000 versus you, the one that is on a lease, would be at 72,000. Apparently, that's what it is. The next one.
Okay, and then for you, because you fully own, you're PAYG and own the car.
Yep.
And you have to pay after tax, you pay out from your
20,000,
money,
yep.
the car running
And
cost.
the running cost, yeah.
21,000. That's the question I don't understand. Why is it $21,000? That number.
How did that come up with that number? I have
21
no
is
idea.
like a lot.
Apparently, the running cost of this car is going to be costing us 21,000.
Yeah, I don't think this
Apparently.
number is right, but anyway.
And then the GST, I have to pay GST on top of that.
100.
About $2,000 apparently. And then after tax and cash value,
Available. After tax,
available,
cash
yep.
available. Let's say I'm with a lease, I'll still have 72,000, and you will.
55,000.
Correct, you're a loser.
I'm a loser apparently.
No.
So, no, after tax, cash available over
So,
4 years.
They times 4 because they assume that you're going to have the lease with them for 4 years.
Yep.
Now I'll be having $290,000.
Versus
and,
me at $220,000.
Yeah, but at the end I have to pay the balloon or residual. For $25,000.
Yep. So I don't have any residual, so because I pay in cash and that is it.
Yep.
So
the after cash available after 4 years after my balloon period.
Yep.
I will be having $264,000.
Yeah.
For you, 220,000.
220,000, which means I'm losing a lot.
Yeah, 44,000.
44,000 over 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, but
No.
there's a figure that I don't understand. For you, why you have to pay 20,000 after tax money for running cost? I don't understand.
Yeah. For both of us, it will be question mark like
for that number.
Okay.
But yeah, based on this table that they provided, it sounds really good. If I am a high income earner, PAYG, I do not have 70,000 to pay a car. Yes, I think I'll do it if my employer support me to do so. But eventually, you're still paying interest for them. Eventually, we did a calculation.
The numbers. Remember when we did the numbers yesterday?
Yeah, we did a calculation. If like for few years, because I'm curious. Then how much are they making? You know, the lease company. How much should we go into?
Might as well.
No,
since
I
we're
mean,
into it.
should we go into as a lease business? That's what's in my head. Then what are they making?
So we did a little bit of research.
Yeah, we did a number. I think you have to pay around $244 a week.
Yeah, on an average. On an average, about $244 per week.
Times 54 times 4 years.
52, sorry. Times 52. 244 times 52, which is in 1 year.
Yeah, and then times
it by 4 years.
So that is $50,000.
$50,000 of the vehicle.
Yep.
And that's only on the repayment, plus also the balloon
period, 25,
which is at 25,453.
So it's $76,000. 76. And then
At the same time, based on this information, apparently the
Cost.
cost of the vehicle at $67,225
Yeah.
for the vehicle.
So that's what they're making.
They're making roughly about
$9,000.
$9,000 on a car because they're
Employees.
leasing it.
Yes.
So that's how we look at it. Because as a whole, there's gonna be catch to it.
Yes.
We look at what is the catch,
Yeah.
what's the numbers, what is the actual numbers. So be mindful. It looks nice in paper, but it turned out to be
You're still paying more.
You're paying additional nearly
Yes.
$9,000 on the car.
Yes.
This is why we buy in cash.
Yeah, you're paying $9,000 more, and you have to do your own calculation. If you have nothing to claim, maybe you can claim more tax. But for us, maybe you can claim a bit more tax back.
Yep.
But then, is it really
Worth paying the interest of nearly $10,000.
Yeah, one is that, and second, is it really worth paying repayment? Feel like you're owing someone money, and then what if you lose your job? Your employer not willing to do it for you. Is it really worth for the hassle?
Yeah. So for us, it's like, hey, each to their own. However, with us, we would rather buy in cash.
Yes.
We don't want to pay interest. Earning interest is great.
Yep.
Paying interest is no fun. And any financing, it's always paying an interest to somebody else.
Yeah.
So like a mortgage is just financing, you pay interest.
But then the house or the property is going to increase in value.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
God knows
But
how-
that's
we don't know
actually the
when.
only product that I know of that, hey, it goes up in value. Whereas if you go and finance on a product that depreciate in value, which majority of the product I say, except for property, I haven't found a single any other product.
Yeah, correct.
So anyway, that's just our 2 cents, guys. Our thought,
about this salary sacrifice to a car lease.
on a fleece.
Yes.
So that's just our thought process. Is it really worth it for us? No. We don't want to pay for an extra $10,000 on a car.
Yep.
If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys, and
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.